Hello, Alley folk. This is Seven here, going through a flip through of the entire Alleyman's Tarot. Just a couple reminders that this is done in sections because there's so many cards. So what we're covering in this video is the 5th Strange Suit and the other Arcana. Additionally, all the cards in here that have foil or gilded edging are going to have it in silver just because this was the print test. The final version will have unique colors on all of the foil cards, which I will try to point out as I get to them. I'm also going to be doing it backwards so you can see the backs of cards as I go since they're all unique. Alrighty, and we begin. This is the Ace of Hounds from the Ambrose deck Hofjagd from the Playing Cards and Tarot Museum. This is the Two of Whips from the Boyardo deck, also from the Playing Cards and Tarot Museum. This is the Three of Books. I did have to do a original back for it because I didn't have anything to put on there, but this is the Three of Books from the Giuseppe deck from the Book of Trade. This is the Four of Keys from my good friend and actual roommate, Noah S. Brown. This is the Five of Mirrors made by Hexed Boy. This will be silver. It will not have the linen-looking texture on the foil, though, in the final version. This is the Six of Inking Balls from the Giuseppe deck from the Book of Trade. This is a colored version, which feels like a very nice departure. This is the Seven of Bells from the Flotner deck. I love this card. It's like these dudes turn this guy to stone or wood. Very exciting. This is the Eight of Tentacles. This is from Sean Simmons, the Pulp Tarot. We have a couple cards from Sean. Thank you, Sean. This is the Nine of Clocks. I did this one. I did a few different cards for the deck. This is the Ten of Eyes from Bobby Abbott's The Outsider Tarot. This is the Builder. This stands in for the page of the deck. I did this card. This is the Masterless Knight, which was done by Amy Smith for the Caretaker's Normal Tarot Original Edition and the Silver Edition, which looks like this, but mostly black with white lines and silver stuff instead. Love this card. This is the Queen of Bombs. This is another one of mine. The foil on this one will be hot pink on the final version, which is very exciting to me. I'm heavily considering doing a full deck like this, so if you're into it, let me know. And this is the king of this strange suit. This is Father Sleep, and I did this card as well. Okay, and now we are going to the second or other Arcana. We begin with Amy Smith, the Fountain. Amy Smith was the same artist as the Masterless Knight just a few cards ago. And I just appreciate her and love having her do work with me. So here's another one. This foil will be teal. This is the White or Black Candle from the Satanic Tarot from James Oliver Bridge. This is the Wild Hunt from Eve Lepkowski. Eve is doing an entire Harlequin tarot deck, which looks incredibly gorgeous, and I'm so excited for. This is not being used in that deck, but it will be somewhat similar in style. This is the Joker from Christian Ellingstad's The Arcadia Playing Cards. This is actually a playing card deck. They sent me the file. We blew it up a little bit to fit tarot size, so appreciate that from them. This is Paimon, the King of Subjugation, from Zach Titterington's The Goetia Deck of Kings. This is lovely Giuseppe. We love Giuseppe. This is from Jakey Yu's Hypothetic Cards, which are like fake playing cards with no real rules, and you have to make it up while you play. Giuseppe's just an incredible addition. Love you, Giuseppe. This is the Dark Sun, which was made by Isnir, who did one of our two devils from the main Arcana. This is the Black Moon from the Kenesha Bryant's Carrot, or Caro. It's like tarot with a C. It's about bunnies. It looks fantastic. I'm very excited. I had a hard time picking which card to use. This is my Boogeyman from my upcoming Blood and Rust Misery Tarot. This will be red foil and copper foil, so it's hard to see it right now because it's all just silver, but look forward to the final version. This is my Fear card, considering it 22. This is likewise one of mine. This is the whole. I really wanted to cut out the center, but I can't do that for every single deck. I'll just do it to the decks that I get to mess with. This is the Hawkmoth. The Hawkmoth was made by Literal Crow for the Lepidoptera tarot. Very exciting. This is the Letter from Colleen Hardy for the Enchanted Woods Letterman. This is Wound Man, which was made specifically for this deck by Castin Spells. You'll have to go try to find them. They're very strange, interesting artist. This is the Comforter from Natasha Ilinicic's The Compendium of Witches Tarot. This is the Lone and Level Sands from Connor Kennedy. This little bit right here will be red foil. It'll be like a little red sun up there. This is Dagaz from Era o Lopsjarson's Erd Snowflake rune cards. So this whole deck is like all of the runes of the, I assume, Elder Futhark. Someone will correct me when I'm wrong there. This is Misery from Le Tarot des de Mantegna? Oh, I won't even try anymore. It's an old, lovely deck. And this is Hope. I believe that's French, like l'espérance. Make fun of me for that. It's from the Fancy Minciate with French signs. This is Weird Ass Mystical Shit by Evan Doherty. Evan Doherty runs arcanebullshit.com and makes a ton of cards like this and does all kinds of neat tarot adjacent concepts. Very cool. This is the Tradition. This was actually from a deck I was making that I never finished. I just wasn't interested anymore, but I do like some of the cards, so here's one. This is Frost. This is actually from my Publishing Goblins Oracle Dice Oracle deck, where I took the faces of the dice, blew them up onto cards with backgrounds, and did squared cards for a deck. I just exploded it a bit in size to make it traditional tarot size. This is Deconsecration from Winslow Dumaine for the Tarot Restless. This is a really interesting high concept tarot deck about humanity becoming infertile through being cursed by the gods. Very fascinating deck. This is The Battle from Cosmic Butcher's The Guide to the Strange and Eternal Tarot. This in their deck is the Chariot, but I really liked it as The Battle and kind of thinking about it in a different way. This one here is Bonefire. I was originally going to do this card, but then I had a friend from grad school, a fellow poet, who does poetry on bone, and I really just thought that Samantha Schaefer would be perfect for this. So Samantha Schaefer, thank you so much. This is the Night Owl. This was done by Wolf Skull Jack, and it's an illustration that I licensed for the deck. This will be a like pink or purplish foil on the name. Very lovely. And it does, when you read it, it goes sideways, and it takes 2 cards in its talons. Exciting. This here is the Undaunted, which was made by Shan Benian, who did the Queen of Pentacles. This will be teal foil. This is the Empty. This is a card that I did that was supposed to be something sort of like a blank card, but I wanted to do something a little bit different with it. This is the Traitor from Le Grand Etea. This is the Performer. This is from the British Museum, so from one of their collections of tarot sheets. This is the Thing Among Reflections, one of my digital collages. And this is the final tarot card. This one came to me in a dream, and I did my best to create it based on what I remembered from the dream. So that is the entirety of the core 137 cards of the deck, along with the previous 2 videos. Stay tuned for the next video, where I'm going to be going through all of the booster pack cards, and then after that I will go through all the fun little things like the coins, poker chips, mats, and stuff like that. Alrighty, thanks, Alley folk.